So I was practicing the mannequin challenge. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy J Real Sly once again, sliding in on that timeline. We got a video by Yayo. He's up there because he did a crazy run when it comes to content. He went from he got 6 videos. He don't got that many videos up, but all of his videos are like that. Respect to his Lancelot videos; those are some of my favorite. Look at the view per hour on the Lancelot Johns. You feel me? I gotta know. So we really mess with Yayo out here. So just like me, make sure y'all subscribe, hit that bell, make sure all notifications are active and live. Make sure you like the video. Feel me? I'm liking. I'm pre-firing a like. I know my dog Yayo. You feel me? And today we're gonna be reacting to the dumbest anime transformations ever. Without further ado, get straight into it. Wait.
Wow, y'all are absolutely insane. Never in a million years did I think I'd hit 7K this fast. I was ready to play the long game. My fault, pause on that. But y'all had different plans. So today I decided to hit y'all with a different type of video. I hope y'all enjoy. Also, don't mind my voice. This sickness is beating my ass. You guys have seen the title and thumbnail, so you know the topic of this video. And I think the best way to start this is to talk about the Super Saiyan 4 incident.
That's still one of my favorite transformations in all of Dragon Ball, just for how raw it is. The ability to sense the energy gave me Sage Mode vibes.
Let's talk about it. Dragon Ball GT had its fair amount of criticism. Not from me though. In my opinion, I like it way better than Super. I don't know about way better, but better. Even though I enjoyed the show, there was one thing that always never sat right with me, and that's the way Vegeta turned Super Saiyan 4. In order to show you the BS that went behind all this, let me show you how Goku went Super Saiyan 4. When Goku and baby Vegeta fought the first time, Goku got cooked. One thing led to another, and Goku landed on the Kai's planet for training. But while Goku was training with the Kais, baby Vegeta is wreaking havoc, and Goku sees this on the crystal ball, so he starts begging the Kais for a faster way. And no man did they have one. The training originally was supposed to help him grow his tail, and now that he needs it to grow a lot faster, the only option is for him to drop his pants and them to pull it out. So he drops his pants and they tie him to a rock. They get a big ass tweezer and start pulling his tail. It's still going way too slow. So Goku says, tie the old nigga up while he's holding the tweezers in my tail. I'll fly off since I'm way stronger and it'll grow way faster. So that's what they do, and it ends up working. His tail grew within the minute. Now he's ready to go back to Earth and fight baby. When he got back to Earth, baby still beat his ass, and while he's laying there cooked, he looks up at Earth, and that turns him into a golden Ozaru. At first he had no control and he was just wreaking havoc, but Pan made him go back to his senses, and from the golden ape he turns into a Super Saiyan 4. It ain't the most natural transformation, but a natural transformation it still is. On the other hand, let's talk about Vegeta bitch ass. So Goku and the rest of the world are getting manhandled by Omega Shenron, and Vegeta finally shows up. The first thing he tells Goku is
Aura Farming Demon, that pose they learned from Piccolo, the first disciple of aura farming. Boy, that little uninterested ass pose.
He found a way to go Super Saiyan 4. And I'm the biggest Vegeta fan there is. My nigga hearing that shit got my dick hard. And as a Vegeta fan, my first guess was, oh my god, he put in the time, the effort. In my head, Vegeta's carrying those boats. They don't know him, son.
Hey, son. Yeah. 20, you got some more, yeah. 21, yeah, get again. Come on, we want to see it. Good, 22. Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs? That's you, buddy.
And oh my god, the way he figured it out, and I'm doing air quotations if you can't tell, because we all know only Bulma could come up with something like this. Back to the topic, Bulma shows up in a car and Goku asks,
what in the world is she driving? Flux wave emission equipment. Huh?
Don't feel dumb, Goku. That nigga don't know what that shit mean either. Now let me show you how this nigga went Super Saiyan 4, bro. Bulma got the machine ready and blasted him with a beam. That's literally it. It turned him into a golden Ozaru. He turned Super Saiyan 4. End of story, bro. That might be the weakest transformation of all time. And to make matters worse, from what I know of Vegeta, he's a very prideful guy. So I assumed when he got the new form, he was gonna rush Omega Shenron and put them paws on that nigga. But the nigga that hates fusions, despises it, is the one that asks to fuse before even trying to fight by himself. I should have known this Vegeta wasn't my Vegeta the moment I seen him with a flat top and a mustache. I'm done talking about this bozo. On to the next one.
If there is one
unsponsored, we do not mess with Armra. We mess with Armra. Look at her lips, bro. Nothing on her looks real. I'm sorry. And we're talking about a real product here. No, thank you. I believe in peace and unity. If anyone took what I just said seriously, please disregard.
So Eren Yeager's shenanigans are not really tied to one situation. To be completely honest, the thing that bugs me is the way he transforms in general. Let me break it down to you. If you were lucky enough to get the powers of a Titan and only live for the next 13 years, you would have your own way of transforming, because there's not really one way. The only rule is you have to think about transforming while causing enough damage to make you bleed. And everybody has their own way of doing it. Annie has a little ring that
Annie's is the most peak.
Cusser, Reinhardt has a knife, you know, simple ways anybody can think of. But Eren, that fucking psychopath, he thinks the most logical way to transform is to bite the shit out of his hand. And sometimes in the show, he wasn't able to transform, so he'd just be sitting there eating the shit out of his hand. Like, look at this, he has to be enjoying it. He literally rips off his skin off his hand. Even Miklos is like, this nigga's crazy. My biggest problem with it, he's literally in a scout regiment. He has—
Hold on, we should have known he would have been a crash out by the fact that this was just like up in COD Zombie, bro. It's not a normal leader, bro. That's someone who thinks they're a visionary.
2 blades on his side at all times, and his first instinct is to bite the shit out of his hand. Come on now. All that tells me is this nigga's a cannibal. And me and my niggas, we don't fuck with cannibals. And the more I think about it now, it makes more sense. A nigga that eats his own flesh would be the one to kill 80% of the world. And I think personally the best way to do it is Annie's ring. It just makes the most sense. Like, she deadass was being held by every limb, and her ring still cut her. And the fact that Eren becomes a psychotic, genocidal maniac just shows you consuming your own flesh does nothing good. And that's all I got for Eren's little weird ass. The next one I want to talk about is my personal favorite out of the big 3, Bleach.
Yeah. Ooh.
And before you One Piece niggas get on my case, I think One Piece is a—
Look, I'm also One Piece, but I was not gonna get on this case. Bleach is tough.
objectively a better show. I just enjoyed Bleach more. And if that's a hard thing to swallow, get my dick out your mouth. And the transformation I chose for Bleach is not a weird looking Espada one. It's not Chad just getting a different colored arm. It's the final Getsuga Tensho. I don't think the form is bad. I don't even think it looks bad. I think that shit look clean as hell. I just think it was unnecessary. Cause the consequence of it was just too severe. If you use it, you will lose all your Soul Reaper power. Whoever made that rule needs to get jumped. Even if that rule never existed, it would still be unnecessary cause Ichigo was washing Aizen. Literally, the moment Ichigo showed up to save niggas, his aura was maxed out. There's no arguing that. But the moment that made me realize the form Ichigo is in right now was more than enough is when he gave this nigga Aizen one chance to agree to his terms before he face-palmed him all the way to the middle of nowhere.
Not only that, he took his aura back, catching the sword, and then he made Mr. Planet and Know-It-All look stupid because Aizen was like, look, our power clashing was cutting through the mountains, da-da-da. And then Ichigo was like, our? That was all me.
Like, come on, bro, this is insane. That could never be me. Another one is the sword clashes that was happening, destroying the mountains. Aizen had no part in that. That was all Ichigo's blade. And Aizen was fully convinced it was his blade doing that until Ichigo told him, nah, nigga, that's not your body. And a little bit after this, Aizen tells Ichigo he could destroy his blade in one swing. So Ichigo responds by catching that blade. That shit was so clean, they had to show it twice. And if you're not convinced the transformation was useless yet, how about the time Aizen tried to put him in a box that was unbreakable? Air quotations again. And Ichigo broke it with one hand. And if you think it couldn't get any more disrespectful, he walks up to him and just slashes him. And I feel like some people are gonna say, oh, Aizen transformed. And he did, but Ichigo had no problem with that nigga. I think the best way to use his transformation is how them DBZ niggas use it. If all I need is Super Saiyan to beat your ass, why would I go Super Saiyan God? Yes, Aizen transformed, but while Aizen was transformed, Ichigo bitched him. Ichigo literally said himself, is that all you got? Ichigo knew he had more than enough power to beat him. He still gambled his powers away. It's dumbass shit. And the funniest thing is, Final Getsuga Tensho is one move. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and now your powers are gone. And I say that because when Ichigo used it, Aizen didn't die. If Kisuke Urahara didn't show up and save him, that shit would have been the most, oh my god, I don't even know how to explain it. I have a feeling they forced that shit into the story just so they can push the Fullbringer arc narrative, which was such a shitty arc, bro. I don't know how people actually sit here and tell me they enjoyed that bullshit. And I'm not gonna sit here acting like I didn't like this fight, but I absolutely loved it, my nigga. I'm just here reporting on the bullshit I caught wind of, you know what I'm saying? And for the next one, I was gonna do Yu Yu Hakusho, but I don't remember
my GOAT, Yusuke Goro.
Remember that one too well to sit here and just yap about it, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? I could just be lying, and I don't want to do that. So if you're liking this video so far, let me know in the comments, and I'll just add it to the next one. But for this next one, you might not remember it. It's an old Shonen Jump show about the Mafia. Me saying that might have jogged your memory. I'm talking about one of my favorites growing up, Reborn.
Unfortunately, I don't watch the subs, so I'm not caught up with all knowledge.
So a lot of y'all either don't know the show or just don't
And before y'all grill me, I don't watch sub. I only watch in dub. But I read manga. I read manga. So in my mind, there's no reason to watch the sub. If you go, it's closer to the source material, I read the source material. If you go, it's more emotion, to me, no, it's not. You know, sometimes the screaming be more emotion, but it translates to me more when I'm not reading it. And I go, some crazy joint happened on the screen. I hear it. I'm reading. And then after new subtitles pop up, the scene passed. You feel me? I'd rather, as I'm hearing them talk, I go, wait, what did he just say? Oh my God, what does this imply for the series? So, for anyone giving me mad wazoo fam, I just watch anime and dub. I will read manga and manga instead of reading subtitles. Thank you. Disregard.
I don't remember it. So that's where I come in. First, let me tell you this. The way he transformed isn't the same throughout the season. Or not even the season, the show. The one that really grinded my gears is the early one. The first way he transforms. Because that's the one that ultimately almost made me drop the show. And I'm so glad I didn't. Reborn's power system is a lot like the other animes. Think of it like Kai or Chakra or Reishi or whatever you want.
He just called Ki Kai.
To think of. Their name for it is Deathspiration Flame, and there's many ways to get it. And oh my God, the first one makes me want to put a bullet through my head. And no pun intended, because that's literally the way you get it. Getting shot in the head. And that's not even the thing that makes me mad. What makes me mad is Reborn, when it first started airing, they didn't know if they wanted to be an action anime or a slice of life anime. And ultimately, the first 20 episodes just felt like a slice of life. And his transformations were just ass, bro. It was just a crackhead nigga that would strip down and yell Reborn. Like, come on, we could do way better than that. I don't know if I want to call that a transformation. It's just a scream fest. It reminds me of like Asta, like early Asta Black Clover. And I'm only saying they could do way better because they did. They introduced the chewing gum and he became a lot more calm. Like an actual...
That sounds like Persona. Like, I never got too deep into the Persona series. I did play a little bit of Persona 5. But I know for a fact they went from like the bullets to something else. Like, they'd just be like Persona. I'm trying to remember what it was, but like there was bullets, and then there was another way. Oh, the masks, I think. But yeah, like power systems do that every now and then. Like it'll be one way, and then they'll switch it for like convenience sake.
Comp MC. I really started fucking with the show after that. They introduced the Arcabalenos, the X-Burner, the Rings. But that show turned the fuck up. And I forgot to mention they went to the future and met their future selves. Like, bro, that shit's tough. Just talking about it right now makes me want to make a video. Especially the future arc. My fault, I got sidetracked glazing the show. Another reason I didn't like the early transformation was because he became too reliant on the gun. And that just made it so annoying. Like, he would be fighting somebody and he just cry to Reborn, the baby, the mafia baby. Oh, Reborn, shoot me, shoot me. Like, bro, you get off your knees, nigga. They kept telling me this nigga Suna was the reincarnation of...
Getting beat up and then having to cry to someone to tell them to shoot you for you to go get your lick back. Nefarious work. Insane levels of aura loss.
Vongalo Prima. That nigga was cold as hell. Ain't no way this crybaby ass nigga like that. Hell nah, you couldn't convince me. Well, I mean, towards the end of the show, yeah. But the beginning? Hell nah. Well, that's all I got today for this show of terrible transformations. I've been your host, Yayo. Go tell your friends about me. I'm gonna be the biggest anime YouTuber.
Facts. I mess like, this gotta sound like Glaze on Doom. But his voice is calm. Glaze. I'm not gonna lie, this Glaze. But like, his voice is tough. It's not too like annoying to listen to. He covers some pretty good stuff. Pretty well in depth as well. Enjoy BP. I'm not gonna lie, he covered my boy list. That's all I gotta say.
Of all time, bro. That's on me. And again, I want to thank y'all for 7,000, bro. That's still so crazy to me. Like, it went from 6 to 7. My fault, you right. I ain't no fucking at it. What am I doing? But honestly, thank y'all. A lot of people don't think 7,000 is a lot. But 7,000 people said, yeah, let me subscribe to this guy. And damn, I really appreciate that. Like, more than you.
Feel me? Shoot, I'm waiting for the day 7,000 people say they subscribe to me. But we're not here to compare. Comparison is a thief of joy. Big up to my dog Yayo for that 7K. You know, we only going up from here. Can't wait for the day you hit 1 million, my boy. Yeah. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that bell for your boy. As always, boy slide onto your timeline with some premium content. And yeah, Peace.